Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the Friday night ZOE Ragchew. We're just waiting for Larry to open up the net, and that should start in less than a minute. Just waiting for the clock to tick over to 8 p.m. Here we are in Hamilton, Ontario, once again, monitoring the VA3 ZOE repeater.
Good evening all, and welcome to the Friday Night ZOE Ragchew on 443.075. Bus offset and no tone is required. My call sign is Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. My name is Larry, and I'm located on East Hamilton Mountain. It's an open net. To join the conversation, please give us your call sign, your name, tell us about yourself, your equipment, or ask any questions you'd like to add to the conversation. And before we start, I'd like to thank Terry, VA3IQL, for the use of that repeater. Please remember, using a repeater has very good coverage in Ontario, so no religion, politics, or foul language. Or let the repeater drop in others between our conversations so others can get in. Max, thanks very much for the live stream again tonight. And can I get check-in for Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in, please.
VA3NCA.
VA3NFG.
And VA3BT.
VA3IMW.
What? I think there was a double with Mac there, possibly. IMW in the other party. Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Just need to fix something here. All right, anybody else checking into the Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in, please. All right, we're all set to start up here then. That's Friday the 13th. So, anybody got any superstitions? You know, the old spill the salt, throw it over your shoulder, don't walk under a ladder, you know, the old black cat, don't cross his path. How about you, Rick?
Oh, not me. None of that stuff for me.
What's that, sorry?
And stuff for me here. Too old for that junk.
No, it's Larry, Rick. He said he was too old, Larry. Okay, I missed it. All right. How about you, Wade, VA3 NCA? Any superstitions?
VE3LBI, VA3NCA. No, none at all. I think the funny thing is that I didn't even realize that it was Friday the 13th until you mentioned it now. But yeah, absolutely. Wasn't there a series of comedies in the 90s, Saturday the 14th, the day after, and they were comedies? I think that was what happened. Anyways, that's what I'm looking forward to is something like that. No, I don't really put any faith into superstitions. Back to you.
No, I don't either, but just some people still have. I mean, I don't know where it's superstition or something you just carry it out. You spill the salt, you still throw it over your left shoulder. So I don't know if it does any good or not. How about you, Steve? VA3NFG, VA3LBI. Any superstitions?
Not that I can think of offhand, but if I do have one, I've forgotten about it. But I'll be thinking about it, and I'll key up and let you know what it is. I do have one, though. I just can't remember what it is. Oh, well. Anyway, okay, very good. We'll let you pick up the rest there. Oh, by the way, how are you doing, Larry?
Doing okay. I missed quite a few nets there with some, well, the wife's been had some surgery, so I've been spending time with her. But did you get the? You sound like you're on your base because you got excellent signal.
No, sir. I'm on the Ragchew RT880 on low power.
Oh, that sounds really good. Sounds like a base unit. Very clear, nice signal, and like I say, the audio is excellent.
Yeah, I was listening to myself from Chuck's net on Wednesday night, and the mic gain was at 15, and I felt as though I was sounding just a little bit hot. Not much, but just a bit. So I just bumped it down to 12. Goes from 0 to 30. So it was a 15, and now I'm at 12, and you're giving me a good report. So I still must be coming in fairly clear.
No, absolutely, Steve. So it definitely is clear. So are you off this weekend?
Yes, I am.
Lucky you. Don't have to worry about the link. I was looking at the, well, as a matter of fact, wife had to go to therapy today on Upper Sherman there. And I was watching the Sherman cut, and it was backed up from the Sherman cut going down past Queensdale and almost halfway up to Brucedale. I don't know what was going on. I guess everybody trying to get downtown with the actual lake being closed.
Yeah, well, you know where my work 20 is. It took me about almost 12 minutes there just to get out of the parking lot. All the cars were backed up on Stone Church East there. And just to get to the first stoplight there at, I don't know what you call that road there, Upper Paramount maybe, or something like that. Took me about, there must have been about 10 light changes for me just to get through the intersection. Yeah, it's going to be something. It's supposed to be back open again 6 a.m. on June the 16th. And I'm not due back to work until 12 o'clock that day. So hopefully they got everything under control by that time, and I'm sure they will. So, yep, no, don't stay away from the lake area, at least a kilometer of either side of it. I know that might be kind of almost impossible for some, but try to avoid it if you can.
Well, I don't think it was the actual best weekend to pick it, being it's Father's Day, and it's also the start of the Ticats game downtown in Hamilton here, so they probably could have picked a better weekend. And I think there's some other stuff going on too. We had the Royal Botanical Gardens or something, or down on Gage Park down there. So they definitely didn't pick a good day after a good weekend. Sorry, but yeah, they closed it. I guess the westbound, no, the eastbound they closed at 8 o'clock, and then the westbound was closed at 10. Like I said, the traffic was just horrendous. I had to do a little grocery shopping, and Mohawk was just absolutely ridiculous. Upper Ottawa, Mohawk, down Fennel Way too. But anyway, it'll get cleaned up, and I guess I'll get it reopened, like I say, Monday morning early. VA3 CJZ. Catch you in luck, Chuck.
Yeah, roger that. Just one quick question. What is it that they're doing?
Just maintenance. I think they're doing any road repairs. I don't know if they're painting anything, but clean the storm sewers. Just regular maintenance. I guess maybe on the bridges, and maybe they're going to, give it a haircut. But just regular maintenance.
Oh yeah, roger that. Okay. All right. Very good. We'll be listening in there and tuned in for the duration of the net, and I'll let you get back to picking people up there. This is VA3IMW. Thanks for doing the net, Larry.
No problem, Steve. RAL, VA3BT, VE3LBI. Any superstitions there, Alan? How'd you make out getting home with the link being closed?
We made it good. The 400 was good coming home, 407, till I got to the 403, and it was a mess. It was like 17 minutes backlog there. It was a mess, but we got home. That's all that matters. We're home. The week is over. It's Friday, thank God. Other than that, superstition, no, nothing. And actually, the Friday the 13th, the next one is 2027 is the next one. So there's no more after this one.
Oh, there's 3 next year, but they're all in the winter.
They can keep in the winter.
Yep. I thought there was some next year too, but I wasn't sure. And I missed who was that. Just made a comment there. MQ. All right, very good. Who's up next? I got Mac, VA3IMW ZOE Mac. Any superstitions, or how'd you make out getting home tonight with the link being closed?
Well, I guess I can start with a lot of superstitions. Crossing against a red light is very unlucky. And also raw chicken, not recommended for normal appetite. As far as the trip home, wasn't too bad. As a matter of fact, the 403 was actually pretty much a dream until you got off and made the exit at Mohawk Road / Lincoln Alexander Parkway. But even then, instead of going along Stone Church, I did the left turn at Mohawk and over to Paradise. With the May or something like that, during the month of June, you can save 10 cents a liter on fuel for a maximum of 100 liters every Friday. So topped up the tank on the way home. And other than that, not a whole lot of trouble. Obviously, the stuff they're doing on the link is a little bit more than a little off the top and sides. As a matter of fact, we've been listening and feeling the earth shaking. Obviously, they're using the Bomags running back and forth. So obviously, there's some repairs to paving as well. So I trust they shut those big old vibrating machines down before bedtime. Anyways, good to hear you on the radio, and that's it for now. And I'll reserve further comments until the next round.
All right, very good, Mac. Thank you. Bill, VE3UK, VE3LBI. Any superstitions, Bill? Or I know you have to, as a matter of fact, I was just looking at them. I'm going to ask Chuck because he's probably been trying to get on the radio today, so we'll find out what the conditions are like. But anyways, come on in, Bill.
Good evening, Larry. Good evening to everyone on the net and those that are listening on YouTube. No superstitions here. Never have. But for those people who are interested, there is a word. It's called triskaidekaphobia. That is the fear of number 13. So as I say, no superstitions here. By the way, anybody that has a Ragchew 880, there's a new firmware update. So back to you, Larry.
Did you get yours up and going, Bill?
Oh, Roger, yeah. Oh, yeah, no problem. Did the firmware update. That went smooth. Did the channel update from the file I got from Huey. If I had any criticism of the Ragchew, it would be with the software. That's their equivalent to Chirp. It lacks editing keys like any of the Microsoft editing keys. But what you can do is you can import and export a CSV file. So that's the way around that, Larry. So back to you, and I'll be here for the second round.
Yep. Okay, very good. And next, Chuck, VA3CJZ, VE3LBI. Any superstitions? And have you had the radio on today? I've been looking at I looked at the QR page and it didn't look too good.
Hey, good evening, Larry, and all on net and everyone on YouTube. Let's get the radio stuff out of the way first. Everything's been in the red pretty much all day today since I got up, so I didn't even bother listening on HF today. I've been busy doing some other stuff. And superstitions? Well, really only one, and it's concerning black cats. Now, I've owned a few, 2 or 3 black cats in my life, and that's not the issue of owning one. It's when they run across the street while I'm driving. Because one of them had the misfortune of crossing my path, and it didn't do very well. It didn't make it. But other than that, I'm pretty easygoing guy there. I don't care about ladders and stuff like that. So if anything bad's going to happen, it's not going to be because of superstition. And yeah, the A index is a 64 right now on QRZ. Pretty high, and the K is a 6. So 64 and a 6. So not very good. Back to you, Larry.
Yeah, I don't know what you got. Maybe if you can check and see anything for going on for contests, you don't mind too, Chuck. We can come up next round. Anyways, I'll pick up Tom here. VA3MQ, VA3LBI. Come on in, Tom.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen, and everybody listening on YouTube. No superstitions here, and just that I would come in and check in. And yeah, this Friday the 13th next year. The next one that they'll be able to use is in 2027. They'll be able to ride their bikes because they won't be able to ride them next year in the winter.
Well, I wonder. Actually, they had said something about possibility about 200,000, possibly for ports over. I don't know. I haven't really heard any stats on it, but that's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. 200,000 were there today, so that's quite a number.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, what's new with you? Anything, Tom? What's happening? When's the trailer season starting for you? Are you heading down south, or what are you up to?
No, nothing this year. I parked my trailer up at Long Beach Conservation Area for the season this year. I said, to heck with that. I'm not driving all over Hell's Acre. I'm going to park it there and enjoy Lake Erie and go swimming and fishing out there.
Yeah, we had our trailer parked, oh goodness, well over 10 years, out at Pinehurst Conservation Area. All we have basically was water. We had to man your own toilets and stuff like that. But we were there for a good 10 years. Really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Spent the weekends out there, mostly Friday night and most Saturday morning, or Sunday morning, sorry, and holidays out there. It was very convenient. You had all your groceries there. The freezer was full, and you could just kind of walk into the place, almost relax because everything is right in front of you.
Thank you. So, well, $3,800 is what it cost me for the season this year. So, the heck with it. I thought, well, I might as well spend the money. That way, I could just leave it there and call the insurance company today. I don't understand how the heck they work this. When it's on my truck, it's insured through my truck. When it's in my yard, it's through my truck insurance still. But now that I put it up at a park, now it goes through House Rider.
Yeah, they got some different things. You know what? I don't even know. We must have had our trailer insured. I'm sure we did at one point. Oh, yeah, we did. I know we did because I remember when I canceled it. But a lot of Pinehurst, they at one point when we first started, you could not leave the trailer on the lot for the winter. And the reason of that was there was no road access in. In other words, they didn't plow the roads, and if there was a fire in one of the trailers, then there was nothing they could do about it. And then a few years after, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, they actually decided they were going to plow the roads, and we were allowed to leave the trailer there. But apparently, I heard, I think it was 2 years ago, they said, nope, you got to pull them out. And I know a couple people have actually what do you call them? Not the mobile, I guess a mobile home. But, the tongues have been removed, so I'm not sure what they did.
Yeah, well, if it's a campground that has those ones that are already built, they can leave them there all winter. But everybody else, get them out. So that's the way they are there now. They've changed that in the last couple of years. So I won't keep it. I'll just alarm for the second round because I heard somebody dumping me as usual. And Steve, my son, said that he likes you, Steve. VA3IMW. My nephew said he likes you.
Oh yeah, well, cool. You said your son there first. I'm like, huh? Right on. Yeah. Well, it's a good location, man, and that store needs help. So we're glad to have him for sure.
And he's a big Sasquatch, so it works good.
Yeah, well, he'll come in handy when Christmas time there, when we get the Christmas trees, that's for sure. They usually hire extras, so if he's willing, the hours are there for him for sure.
That's it. Okay, guys, have a good night. I'm going to go watch the boob tube because there's nothing on HF. I was just doing a little bit of FT8 and it's garbage. 7-3, guys.
Yep, okay, thanks, Tom. And Al just sent me a message here, too, not to forget. Tomorrow's, I guess, whatever they're going to call a junk in the trunk for Hamilton. Let me see what it says at the top here. I'll run through it. Hang on for a second here. Tailgate only, the 6-year. It's in Grimsby, just off of Livingston. So if you want to get there to QAW to Casablanca, left onto Livingston, and then the church is on the right-hand side. It is $15 for a table, and public is $5. The event opens at 7:30 for the vendors and at 9 a.m. for the public. Let me drop it.
And if you're a Hamilton Amateur Radio member, you get in for free.
Okay, didn't know that. I just reading through what's here, Tom. So, yeah, well, I'm not, and I don't think I'll be going. But anyways, just to see if there's anything else I missed here. They got to talk in frequency, but that's, I don't think. Anyways, it is in Grimsby, just off of Livingston. Like I say, $15 per spot for if you want a table, and be able to bring your own table, and $5 each for the public.
Comment, VA3CJZ.
Yep, go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, thanks. This is for Tom. I'm wondering, Ed, I hope you get a free pass to the park included with that yearly fee there, Tom.
I got 2 of them.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I would hope so. Very good then.
Yeah, any of the conservation areas up in that area, they actually gave me a plus card so I can go to any of the other ones, the trails, what have you, up that way for nothing.
Ah, bonus. What's the name of it again? Lakeview?
No, Long Beach.
Long Beach. All right. Very good. Sounds California-ish. All right. Thanks, Tom.
No problem.
All right, before I run back up to the top, any other check-ins for Friday night ZOE Ragchew? Please come in, VA3LBI. VA3CP.
VA3ZJC. VA3XLJ.
All right, we got a couple more. I don't know if you've been listening along, but today is Friday the 13th, and I'm just asking a question. Any superstitions, VA3CP, VA3LBI?
Good evening, Larry. Everybody on that. About what?
No, period. Superstitions. It's Friday the 13th. I mean, some people, as Bill said, are afraid of of Friday the 13th. Spill the salt, throw it over your left shoulder. Don't cross a black cat's path. Don't walk under a ladder. Anything like that, Dave?
No, I guess not. And I guess for Chuck, the black cat became a splat cat.
I didn't want to get too graphic.
Okay. All right. Well, the only thing I got to report in the last week is I had a train meeting down at Port Colborne, and I had intended on going to Morgan's Point doing an activation, even though the bands are pretty lousy. Port Colborne was just infested with these things that looked like mosquitoes, but they were some kind of fly of some sort, and they were stuck all over my vehicle and flying around everywhere. And when I went outside to get out my car, so I had to swat them off or
shoo them off the door so I could get in. Still got a couple inside the car. So I abandoned the Morgan's Point thing, figuring it's right on the lake. It was only 10 minutes from Port Colborne, so figured I'd find another spot. So I went to Canberra Conservation Area, and I was okay. About 30 minutes there, and I got 18 contacts, so all in 40 meters too, which I thought was pretty good. I get a couple on CW early, doing park to parks, and then I just went on sideband. So yeah, I got an activation, and so nothing planned this week though, especially with the forecast for the geomagnetic storms. V3LVI, VA3CP. Wonder if those were, I ran into something down at the lake, Lake Ontario once. There were gnats, and there were groups of them, huge groups of them.
VA3IMW comment.
Yeah, they weren't in groups. Go ahead, Mac.
Yep, it's the season for the mayfly, and they're quite prolific when you go further east in Ontario. We used to run into them at this time of year up in the Kawarth as well. We're pre-fishing for pickerel tournaments and things of that nature.
Well, that's probably what they were. No, I'm just looking at a picture of them there. No, they look more like a mosquito than a mayfly. These did not have the long abdomen.
Yeah, I just recall being out on the deck of the boat fishing away, and these things, when they hatch, they come to the surface. The larva comes to the surface of the water, and they all of a sudden pop up to the top side of the surface of the water, utilizing, there's a technical term for it, but they basically climb out of the water and they sit on the surface of the water until their wings straighten out and dry. And then I think they live for something like 16 hours. So all that effort to get up to the top of the water to find a mate and deposit their eggs back on the surface of the water and die. Yeah, imagine that. 16 hours. You're going to live and die.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what these were, but they were very annoying. All right, back to you, Larry, VA3CP. Yep, not a problem. I was just, like I said, I wondered, were there in like swarms, Dave? Like big, heavy black swarms? No, they weren't. And they're about the same size as a larger mosquito. If you look at them, you'd say they're mosquitoes, first off. I know, I'm just trying to think. I was with Garnett and his wife, Pat, and Brenda and myself. We were down at the lakefront. We ran into a swarm, but I thought they called them gnats. And they were in a swarm. And it would be like 2 feet in diameter, and there were just hundreds of thousands of them in it. And you'd walk through them, and they'd be like, it was amazing. It was just the time, I guess, when they had actually hatched. Yeah, well, I don't know what they were, but they weren't in swarms, that's for sure. They're kind of a light grayish color, grayish blue. Yep, okay, all right. Let me pick up Jason next here, VE3ZJC. Jason, just talking about Friday the 13th. Any superstitions?
VE3LVI, VE3ZJC. No superstitions here. Good evening, Larry, everybody else on frequency. I will say, despite saying no superstitions, that all of the crazy people at work came out of the woodwork today, and it was more hectic than usual. Other than that, just listening along here on the side.
Has something to do with it, does it? Friday the 13th. So, anyways, how things are you? Good?
Yeah, things are better than they were. It's obviously quieter for me. I'm back on the radio. I was running some errands this afternoon and having a few QSOs with a couple of gents. And yeah, family game nights back on Friday night, so got a few minutes here. Thought I would just drop in and throw another bean in your pocket, sir.
Oh, very good, Jason. Glad to hear you in there. How was your drive home? I know you drive the highway.
Oh, absolutely. I drive the highway, but thankfully not on a Friday. So I do my in-office stuff in Mississauga during the early in the week, and Fridays are 100% work from home. Not a chance in heck you'd find me sitting on the QEW with all of those other people who think Niagara Falls is the place to be for a weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, excellent. That's the way to do it. Almost like a long weekend, except a little bit of work from home.
Yep, QSL. The upside is that the workday still starts at 7:30 in the morning, but when I'm done, it's 3 in the afternoon. So Friday gives me a little extra time to take care of personal errands, do some running around, hobby-related stuff. It's just not radio today because the bands were trashed, as everybody is well aware.
All right, excellent. Okay, Jason, thanks very much. I got Vanya next, VA3XLJ. Vanya, it's Friday the 13th. You got any superstitions?
VA3XLJ, good evening, Larry, and everyone in it. So, talking about superstitions, I can't say that I do, but there's the two things which I absolutely don't do: whistle in the house and open umbrella. I guess my grandma did put enough trauma in me when I was doing that, so that kind of just stick along. But yeah, I just those two things like it, which I don't do it like it's. I don't know what they do or what they don't supposed to do, but I know my mom's mom, she would just like get very upset with me when I would do that.
Yeah, there was, I forget where we were, and some lady was opening an umbrella inside the store. That's one, yeah. Oh, no, don't open that up. That's bad luck. She's looking at us. Oh, I better close it quick. Oh, I know. It was a dollar store on Concession Street. They were in there checking out umbrellas. Oh, don't open the umbrella inside the store.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, older people, they had the few things going on, you know, don't do this, don't do that. But it will be interesting, like, with younger generations, because, I mean, let's say my kids' age kids, you know, what they believe, what they don't believe, like, or what they're afraid of, like, because they have a very, very different upbringing comparing to us. I mean, even I am, you know, on the tail end of the Generation X, so I would really like to see, or ask them actually the same question, just to see, you know, what sticks for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, things have changed so much, I guess, you know, well, computer-wise, iPhones, all the rest of it now, so I don't know what, you know, even some of the superstitions, I guess they were kind of passed down from generations.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it must be some reason why, but yeah, I don't think that I told my kids like, you know, you don't do this because of this in the house, because whatever the reason is, or yeah, like what I remember my grandparents, like it's there's quite a few rules which makes no sense that you have to follow, because they believe that it has to be. One of them would be that if you have an apple, you can't have a shower that day, or like let's say if it's usually they would the kids that would get the shower on Sunday night before they go to sleep, and if you did have consume an apple, like they would just not let you do. Or what was another thing? Another thing was if you eat something very, very sweet, you cannot jump in a swimming pool or in a river where we used to swim as a kid. So, you know, there's a few of those. I mean, with some of them, there's some reason why, but maybe even some scientific reason. I know, like, I think that's something to do with the high sugar in our hearts and the cold water, like it kind of just doesn't work right. But, yeah, they never explained, you know, but they did quite a few rules like that.
Well, I had one. I don't think it was this. I don't know if it was a superstition. Maybe we'd call it that. But my mom was Belgium, and one of the things was for good luck. On your birthday, you had to have butter put on your nose. Well, I don't know how many mornings I woke up on my birthday and I had butter on my nose and I'd still be in bed. Anyways, Vanya, I'll see what else is anybody else out there, okay?
Oh, okay. I do apologize. I'm just stuck here. My Windows got updated or whatever the Windows did, and then now my FT8 is not working. My fax machine is down for some reason.
Oh, well, we'll have to figure that out. Probably a driver or something. So, all right. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? My call sign is Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. Come on in.
53, every kind of junk.
There's a 4-letter suffix, VA3CP. Isn't that Bill?
Samoa.
Very good, Bill. All right. Any Friday the 13th, Bill? Any superstitions or anything?
Not really. I've got one left over from my first marriage, which is don't get married to an Italian girl. But other than that, nothing.
Okay, very good. I was going to jump around just for a couple of seconds here. There's a couple of things that wanted to check out. Wade, when are you heading west?
VE3I, sorry, well, it's not the regular during the week. VE3I, I think I've already left. LBI, my mind. Anyways, VE3LBI, VA3NCA, I got that part right. I fly out first thing in the morning, so I have, so that I'm not parking the car there for a week. I'm getting picked up at 6 a.m. So the flight leaves at 9:15, I think, something like that. So leaving Dundas at 6 a.m.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so the return trip is?
I'm going to be there Saturday to Saturday. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to miss next Saturday. They're doing another round of exams for the satellite group there at MAC. So Christian from the Hilton group is going to cover that. I'm going to miss that, unfortunately, but I'm flying back that day. So I get a little bit of time in the morning, maybe out to a park, although next week is looking awfully rough for QRP. It's looking bad for QRO, let alone anything else. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, I fly out tomorrow morning. I get a couple of days before work starts on Monday, and that runs until Thursday, and then I'm staying Friday and Saturday and coming home on Saturday.
Very good. Well, have an excellent trip. Enjoy yourself. Where are you flying? Are you flying to Edmonton or Saskatchewan? I forgot where.
Going into Regina. The conference is Canadian Higher Ed IT Group. So it bounces around from university to university in Canada. Last year was Halifax at Dalhousie. This year is University of Regina, of course, in Regina. So, yeah, going to go out and see the province, to see the flatness again. I haven't been there in about 15 years, maybe 20 years, a long time. My cousins live out there, but it's been a long time, so I'm going to see if I can still look back east and see Ontario from there.
Well, like I said, I'm sure everybody wishes you a very good, safe trip and safe return. And we'll be glad to hear you when you get back. All right, let me see. I was going to ask Mac. Okay, you got June the 21st coming up, and you're doing a group activation, not a club activation. Is that right?
That's exactly what we're going to do. So the location is Royal Botanical Gardens. We'll set up somewhere within close proximity to the hot dog stand there at Easterbrooks. That way our hungry hams can wander back and forth across the road. Anyways, also, the other superstition is look both ways before you cross the street. So start time, let's say 11-ish a.m. And for those who can't show up on time, that's okay. We'll have a sign in and out sheet so that logs can be adjusted accordingly. The other thing that Wade didn't mention is that July 1st is coming up, and we're also going to be supporting a activation of the Great Canadian Trail on Canada Day. So everybody's going to be out in full force with various locations. I'm sure we'll talk further about coordinating who's going where, just so we don't trip over each other. So looking forward to that. That reminds me I have to put in a vacation request for Tuesday, July the 1st. And if I'm going to take Tuesday off, then I might as well take Monday off. Make it a long, long weekend. Anyways, so yes, a couple of good things that are coming up in our near future.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate, because being it's on a weekend, it's a little rough for a few people to be able to take the time off to do an activation. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, well, you're a full-time not go to work guy, so you don't get any time off.
Yeah, right. Okay, Mac, hang on for a second. I did ask Chuck, I don't know if we got a chance, so VA3CJZ, VA3LBI, any contest going on, or did you get a chance?
Yeah, VA3CJZ. Didn't have to look it up there, Larry. It's June VHF contest time. Once again, I think it starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow and runs till the evening on Sunday. And that is for 6 meters and up. So 50 megahertz and up, and that goes all the way into the 1.2 gigahertz and that area. That's all good. So 220 band, 2 meter, 6 meter, and 70 centimeters.
Let's hope the bands change around a bit. I'm not sure if I keyed on top of somebody or not. If there's somebody else in there, go ahead. VE3LBI.
No, there wasn't anybody there. VE3VYT.
Oh, is that VE3VYT?
Yeah, it wasn't me, but I'm here now.
Somebody else keying up there with Ed there, VE3VYT, another party in there, go ahead.
Known as a lid.
I don't know if you've been listening long, Ed, or no?
About 10 minutes. I got the part where Viney was talking about superstition.
Well, I just thought it'd be fun tonight. It's Friday the 13th. I just wondered if you had any superstitions. Like the old one that I don't know what we still do with wife and I. You spill the salt, you throw it over your left shoulder. The old black cat thing. Don't want to reach the ladder. There's a few others, but any superstitions?
Well, I don't really have a lot, no. Me personally, no. But I do remember my grandmother, my dad's mother. She used to always, whenever she saw a black cat walk in front of her, she would immediately spit 3 times, and then she'd say the word "harera," which after thinking about this for many, many years, they finally concluded it was cholera, and that's cats, bad cats, like bad disease, something that was probably in her youth, cholera.
That's interesting. Well, never heard of that one before. I imagine there are so many different superstitions out there. My dad used to do a lot of time reading, and I don't know if the laws have ever been changed, but there was a law in, I think it was Nova Scotia, where if a car and a horse, a buggy-drawn horse, a buggy-drawn horse. How about a horse-drawn buggy came to an intersection? The car must be covered so the horse doesn't get scared.
car must be covered. That's what you said, right?
Yep. So if you're riding a horse with pulling a wagon or a buggy, and you came to an intersection, there was a car there. The car must be covered up so that it doesn't scare the horse.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, I can't imagine how that would work. I go to St. Jacob's Market a lot, and I see the horses drawing those black wagons around town, but they deal okay with the cars. They just have blinders on them.
Yep, it was an old, not superstition, but an old bylaw that he ran across. He thought was kind of interesting. I think it was in Nova Scotia, but anyways, kind of curious, kind of funny thing.
Yeah, so in honor of my grandmother, I go, and I say, Ariana.
There you go, Ed. All right. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in. VA3IMW. All right, what have I missed here? I did hear some rumblings. Nets on summertime, something or other is changing. Any details on that?
Yeah, if you want, I can fill you in, Larry.
Sounds good, Bill. Come on in. VA3IMW, VA3IMW.
Yeah, for the Make Ontario Radio Club Net, we are suspending the Saturday and Monday nets. The last Saturday net will be the 21st, and the last Monday net will be the 23rd until after Labor Day.
Okay, just to give a little bit of break, I guess, for the summertime. I didn't have any intentions of dropping the Friday night net. Kind of the end of the week thing, so unless people aren't interested, let me know, and then I can go from there.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Mondays. Chuck could comment on that because I didn't record numbers, but the last few Saturday nets, the numbers have been pretty low anyway, so it just makes sense to suspend it till after Labor Day.
Okay, very good. Are you doing that too, Chuck? Are you going to suspend the Monday night there, VA3CJZ, VE3LBI?
Yes, sir, Larry. Bill just told everyone the Mondays. There's our 2 more Mondays left until the 23rd, and after that, we'll be breaking for the summer.
But you're still going to do Wednesday night, right?
Yes, sir. The A-Reg keeps going on.
Okay, no, just the way Bill had mentioned it, the numbers, I wasn't sure if you were doing the same. So, okay, no, very good. All right, well, that's that cleared that up. I really don't have anything else. So I'll open it up here. Any comments, questions, or anything to throw out of the table there? VE3LBI, go ahead, please. Read your call sign.
VE3IUK.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yep. For July 1st, Wade and I have discussed of returning back to the Dundas conservation area that we did 2 years ago. So we're trying to get dibs on that one, if that's okay.
Well, whoever else is there, I mean, there's no reason you can't gang up with somebody else if they do show up in that area at the same time. But you should be free, I would think, Bill, or operate on 2 different frequencies, 2 different bands. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just that we thought about people trying to spread out to different points as long as they're along the trail. But yeah, no problem there. That's the way it works.
Let me see. I doubled up. I think that was Wade. Go ahead.
Yeah, V3, wow, I am having trouble today. V3LBI, VA3NCA. Yeah, I'm looking forward to July 1st. I did throw that up on the Discord under special activations. There's a Canada Day one, and there's also the June 21st summer solstice. So if anybody has pictures or other comments or wants to claim a particular site, it's free to post under those activation items on the Discord. So it can be used there to plan for those 2 upcoming events. The summer Support Your Parks weekend must be coming up too. I'm assuming that's in July sometime. I'd have to go back and check. I think it's the 3rd week of July though for the summer Support Your Park. Haven't posted that yet, but maybe that's what I'll do after this update here. I am hoping to make a park-to-park back to you guys on June 21st, but we'll have to see how conditions are and if they support QRP back from Saskatchewan. So here's hoping. Back to you there, Larry.
Well, let's hope the conditions are better for the 21st and July the 1st because, well, as Chuck said right now, they're just absolutely atrocious. So I haven't had the radio on for a while. Like I said, I've been quite a few nets just with the home things here. And do the best I can to get on when I can.
Yeah, it's been horrible. That's for sure. I can confirm now. It is the third full weekend in July. That's the Support Your Parks summer Support Your Parks. That's July 19th and 20th, 2025. So I'll throw that up in the special activations channel as well, just so we know what we have upcoming the next couple of months. And I recall something else. It's at least superstition adjacent, and I try to set my systems up so that it's not necessary. But there is a strong superstition in the IT world to not push to prod on Fridays. And my opinion is if your infrastructure is set up appropriately, you should be able to push to production anytime. The changes are small enough, and you have a build environment that is always functional, then you should have no trouble pushing to production at any time. And so this no changes on Friday thing, I think, is an IT superstition that. If it used to be necessary, I think that going forward it's got to change. Anyways, that's just my opinion. So that's a superstition debunk. How about that? Back to you there, Larry.
And I still believe in it. We never made changes on Fridays at all. I wouldn't let them. I didn't want to have to be called into the weekend with a problem. So no changes on Friday. Yep, you want to put it in? Put it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but no changes on Fridays.
Okay, so then there's a superstition for Larry. It is a common one, and we used to do it too. We still, on some situations, do it, but I maintain that a properly set up system, and sometimes you can't get them properly set up, but if you are pushing changes to a branch on a source-controlled system, you should be able to run tests against that branch that prove that it's functional, and so then you should at any time be able to push to prod from that branch. And if you can't, then something's broken. In agile programming, they call it never breaking the prod branch. Anyways, so I know it's common. I'd like to see it die, but it's quite common. That's for sure. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Wade. All right. Anybody else got anything else to throw on the table? Come on in, VA3LBI.
VA3IMW.
Go ahead back, VA3LW.
Well, I'll echo the same sentiments, Larry. In manufacturing, we also have the same rules. No process changes on a Friday because we don't want to. We don't want to be called back in on the weekend to straighten things out. And we also don't do it on Mondays because Mondays is usually a day where resources are tied up with other things. So process changes only occur on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, allowing ample time and resources to recover from unforeseen events. Anyways, we'll be liaising with Wade on the 21st, trying to figure out which band is most appropriate so that we can make sure we get a park-to-park with him. And just a quick note to everybody, the July 1st Canada Day activation. I've got my sights set on Albion, same as I did last year. So that's where I plan on being. And hope to light up the spotting page with all kinds of at least Hamilton stations that are out at various locations of the Great Canadian Trail. And hopefully this year we have activations that cover all provinces. I know last year we were a little bit shy on that. Back to you, Larry. Thank you.
VA3NC, VE3LBI, have you been in touch with Mr. Mudd?
VA3LBI, VA3NCA, yes indeed. I have him on Simon, BIX, VA7 BIX's Discord. And I asked him, he said he's absolutely planning it. He's got a YouTube video coming out that's going to talk about it. And I think he's going to start doing some advertising. So I think that we can pick up local advertising over here, and he is absolutely going to push for it. And I'm sure Simon on the BC side is gonna look into it, and Steve and his name starts with an R. I can't remember, but they're out east in Nova Scotia. The name will come to me. Anyways, we all probably have them in our log. Those two POTA guys out east, they're going to be probably advertising as well. Back to you.
Stuart and Rich.
Yep. Double Rich, isn't it?
Yep, that's him. And also New Brunswick Stuart there is probably going to be involved.
Yep, okay. All right, anybody got anything else for tonight? Please bring it in, VE3LBI.
VA3 CJZ.
Come on in, check VE3 CJZ, VE3LBI.
I just want to wish a happy Father's Day to everyone. Hope your kids appreciate you. And have a great weekend. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, Chuck, I don't see Guy in here tonight. Is everything okay with him?
Yeah, I guess. He does have some days where he doesn't feel well. He's got some issues going on there, so medical issues. So yeah, sometimes he misses.
Okay, all right, no problem. Not crying. Just he usually pops in, and I just haven't seen him in there. So, okay. Anything else before we do a 7-3 round? VE3LBI. Okay, let's run it back up the top here. VA3XLJ. Rick, we're just doing a 7-3 round. Rick, are you still with us?
AXJ, not the other one. VA3AXJ. Yeah, we're here. Sir.
Thanks, Rick. We're just doing a 7-3 now to close up. Wade, VA3NCA, VE3LBI. You doing a 7-3 round, Wade?
VE3LBI, VA3NCA. 7-3 to everybody, and I will hear you, well, hopefully on HF on the 21st, if not picking you guys up on another activation before. Otherwise, I will try and check in on YouTube periodically through the week, but we'll see what the schedule looks like. Other than that, I'll see everybody in a week. 7-3 all, and thanks for doing it, Larry. VA3NCA, vaccine and control.
Yeah, very good, Wade. Like I say, I'm sure everybody wishes you a good, safe trip out and a good, safe return home. And enjoy yourself when you're out there. I've never been out west. I have been east, but never west. And some people say, I guess the east is better than the west. Again, flatland. So, okay, Steve, VA3NFG, VE3LBI. Steve, we're just doing a 7-3 round.
Yeah, okay, Larry, good net there. I've been thinking about that superstition there. The only one I can remember is when I was a kid. We traveled to Florida 3 times in the car. And so whenever we went over a train track, us kids would make sure we lift our feet off the mat going over the track. I don't know why. Somebody told me that when I was a kid, that if you don't, it'll bring bad luck. And if you do it, it can only bring good luck. So I think I used to do that until I was 10 years old. What a silly thing we do when we're kids, eh? Anyway, all right. 7-3 to all. We'll catch up with you guys sometime this weekend. Hopefully there's some kind of conditions going on this weekend. I hope to make some contacts tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday. I am doing something tomorrow, Saturday. Oh yeah, the treasures in the trunk. We'll see if we can get down that way. If not, I might be helping somebody setting up their HF antenna there. So we'll leave it there. And once again, 730. We'll talk to you next time. VA3IMW.
Very good, Steve. Thanks for coming in too. Oh, VA3BT, VE3LBI. I should have asked. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to go out to Grimsby there for junk in the trunk, but it's a little late now. We're doing the 7.3s. But anyway, come on in, VE3LBI.
Yeah, good night there, Larry. No, I won't be going there. I got too much on the go here, too. So, yeah, I won't be going to that. But, I was thinking about that superstitious thing, and we do have something at work. We never schedule concrete on Fridays. That is a big no. But other than that, thanks for doing it, and thanks for being there. 7-3, y'all.
Okay, that's a good one. Never heard of that one, but that's a good one. Back at the VA3MW VE3LBI. You're going to head out to the treasure or junk, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow, and Marl's doing 7.3.
Well, Larry, I think I got enough treasures right here at home. And with the anomalies with traffic, that's a good excuse for not going out there. So we'll jag that for this year. And yeah, good job there, Wade. Your pre-drinking before flying is working for you. Trust everything gets unfuzzy before you have to get back to work. Other than that, thanks for doing this one, Larry. And thanks to the missus for letting us bore you for an hour tonight, 7.3s.
Thanks, Mac. Okay, Bill, VE3, you came 3 round. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just a couple of comments. I thought back, and there was one thing that when I was a kid that I wouldn't do, and I don't know where I'd heard about it, but when I would walk down the sidewalk, I would avoid putting my foot over the crack in the concrete. So that one. As far as junk in the trunk, I can't go because somebody's pulled my driver's license. So no big deal, anyways. It's probably just all junk. But anyway, Larry, thanks a lot for doing it. And if you ever get in trouble on a Friday night and can't do it, we're here to. We've got your back. So 7-3, everybody.
I think the old saying was, Bill, step on a crack and break your mother's back.
That's it.
Yep, that's an old one. Okay, and up next, Chuck, VA3 CJZ, VE3LBI. Come on in, Chuck. He's doing a 7.3. Anything else?
VA3 CJZ. I almost forgot. I want to wish a happy birthday to VA3AXJ Rick Senior. Apparently today you went around the sun one more time. If you're listening, Rick, happy birthday. And Larry, thanks for doing the net. VA3 CJZ.
Yeah, very good. Happy birthday to you, Rick. There was something I was going to ask you. It eluded me, Chuck, after you said that. Well, Tom's not there. Okay, Dave, VA3CP, VE3LBI. Just doing a 7.3 round and anything else? Yeah, VA3CP. No, not much else. Larry, pretty much done. No junk fest for me. So, those that go, well, hopefully find some fleas. 73 all, VA3CP. Thanks, Dave. Jason, VE3ZJC, VE3LBI. We're doing a 7.3 round and anything else you want to add?
VE3LBI, VE3ZJC. Thanks for running the net, Larry. Do appreciate it. I'm not in the hunt for anything radio related, so I probably won't be at the thing tomorrow. We got a few other hobby things that I've picked up at home that will occupy my time. Thanks for doing it, sir. Much appreciated. VE3ZJC. Back to that. 7-3, everybody.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks for joining us tonight, too. Vanya, VA3XLJ, VE3LBI. We're just doing a 7.3 and anything else you want to add?
VA3LBI, LBI VA3XLJ. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 7.3. Unfortunately, I only get to enjoy half of the net, but my fax machine stopped working miraculously. Whatever the word is, or whatever is pronounced correctly, it stopped working. So I'm gonna be able to at least make a contact or two today, and I really don't have many plans, but I did stop by the hot dog place today, and they did. Martin and I, that's where we had our lunch today. So what I didn't know, but now I do, that actually that place is there in the business for 100 years now. First 5 years was let's say the coffee shop or tea house, and after that, I guess in the 1930s become a hot dog place. So 5 more years gonna be like a very important thing. I mean, it is a very important thing as it is now, but it's gonna be like 100 years old important thing. Anyways, this will be all for me for today, or from me for today, whatever the correct sequence of the word is in the sentence. Anyways, VA3XLJ73, guys.
Yep, okay, hang on for 1 second. Yep, not a problem there, Vanya. Thanks so much for joining in tonight. Up next, we got Bill here. I believe it's VE3EKJ. Come on in, Bill. We're just doing a 7-3 route.
Okay, well, I don't know. I've been just sitting here racking my brains trying to think of any superstition I did pick up over the years. The only one that comes to mind is never fry bacon in the nude, but it's not really a superstition as much as just a common sense caution. But anyway, I'll throw it in and say 7-3 to everybody. May you all enjoy the weekend, particularly those of you that aren't lucky enough to be retired, which being retired, I think, is one of the best things in life. VE3LBI, VE3 every kind of junk. VA3NCA comment?
Yep, go ahead, wait. VA3NCA, VE3LBI.
VE3LBI and Bill there. I'm not sure if we've mentioned before, but if you would like an invite to the Discord, you are welcome, and anybody else who's listening, they just have to send me a quick email, or Larry or Mac, for that matter, can do it. Anybody, I think. Anyways, if the short story is, if you email me, I'm good on QRZ. Then I can send you an invite if that's something you're interested in participating in. We tend to coordinate our BOTA events and our other events on that Discord, so the more the merrier. So look me up on QRZ, VA3NCA, and I'll throw it back to you there, Larry, VA3NCA.
Yep, okay, thanks, Wade. Ed, VE3 VYT. Ed, we're just doing a 7-3 round. Anything else you want to add? Come on in.
Thanks for doing that, Larry. It's great. And let's see here. So I didn't realize that it's Friday the 13th, like the kind of 13th we're just talking about here. But I was wondering why there was next to no cars on the QEW for midday today. And there was a ton of motorcycles heading Hamilton bound in Burlington. So that explains it. If you say there was a gazillion people where in Port Dover on the Friday the 13th, I guess I missed all that. Larry, you're the greatest. Stamped as black magic. Talk to you later.
Okay, very good. And just a quick update here. Pona Parks, U.S., 12,171. Canada, 5,873. Worldwide, 74,892 parks. If we could get some propagations, we can probably reach them. Anyways, last call for the Friday night ZOE Ragchew. My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. Last call. Okay, that's it, folks. Thanks for joining in tonight. Again, I just write down the call signs and the names. You guys put the conversation here, make the net. I would like to use that repeater, and I will return the repeater back over to normal use. This is Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India clear, but I will listen along for about a few minutes after I take the dog out.
That brings the Friday Night Ragchew to a close. 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.